Welcome to Fanalyze This. I'm Joe 5 o'clock somewhere.
And I'm Anthony Perry.
Hold on, AP. Let me fanalyze this for you real quick.
Tell 24 to pass the ball.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
It's not what I'm talking about, man.
Welcome to Fanalyze This. It's Thursday, December 12th. I'm Joe 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hey, this is AP. What's going on?
And I'm Eric V. Thanks for having me again, guys.
Oh man, it's been a minute. We haven't done a show since Halloween. We got a lot to talk about today, and learn how to talk also since it's been a minute. We'll talk about the MLB winter moves that have happened thus far.
Out of control.
Get into Week 15 of the NFL. Give you a little NHL update. College bowl season is just right around the corner. The World Cup grouping came out.
Sweet.
Even though it's a half a year away, but
yeah,
we'll get into that. But first, what I know you've been waiting for is what I've been waiting for too, Eric.
Kind of got the feel-good music today, right? What you doing?
My favorite player in the entire NBA, Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant, has returned to action.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Sunday. Lakers are 0-2 since he's been back, but Kobe Bryant is back after the Achilles injury.
Yeah,
months later, back on the court.
I think that's great. Unfortunately, he's not going to be top form for at least another month or two. And I think the Lakers will suffer because of that. But then again, having him back just actually on the bench and can go at any time means a lot to the Lakers and the Lakers fans.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I think they're deceived.
No, I don't know about
Of course, Michael would think everybody's
No.
deceived.
The reason I say I think they're deceived is almost like it's delusional. Maybe it's that. It's delusional. Because when Kobe came back, he was trying to be the same guy he was before he left, and he shouldn't have. I think Kobe shouldn't have even started. I think he should have come off the bench. When a guy starts and he's not sure about his health, and then he's out and he's playing, he looked bad. What did he have? 8 turnovers in his 28 minutes throwing the ball, like wondering where guys are going to be. And I'm thinking when he says he doesn't know where guys are, and I'm thinking, dude, aren't you supposed to pass to open people? That means you're actually seeing them, not anticipating. You're not a quarterback throwing a ball to a certain place on the field hoping a guy makes it. Right. You're throwing it to people.
Yeah, but there's like 7, 8 new Lakers this season. You didn't get a break for not knowing these guys yet?
No, it's not that he knows them or doesn't know them. If I play pickup ball with somebody, I don't know him, but I'm not going to pass it to him if he's not looking for the ball or, you know what I mean, or open is what I'm saying.
A guy that's not necessarily known for passing is really ever.
Well, there you go. That's the other part of it.
Wait, isn't that part of your guys' intro?
Pass the ball?
Yeah, that's right.
That was the 24 we're talking about today.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I loved Kobe's career. I really do. But I think if he's not going to be that guy, he shouldn't come in like he is that guy. You know what I mean?
Well, look, the way I look at it is that it's kind of like the same thing with AP, all right? Nobody expected anything good from him, but he came back and he had a hell of a year, okay? Now, I'm not saying that that's what Kobe's going to do, but, when you come back from an Achilles tear, it's just, you're limited in movement, and your timing is off and everything. Because, okay, once you get in the game situation, you start to pick up a rhythm. In his first game back, I don't think anybody expected him to, go 40 and 20, you know what I mean, or have 10 assists, even to get a triple-double. But he still got out there, got into motion. Now, and then you go to his next game, he throws down 20 with less turnovers, and they didn't win, but he's getting back into that motion. He's getting his range of motion back, and he's going to get more camaraderie with his teammates. I'm telling you, the Lakers are going to make the playoffs this year.
Also, from a leadership standpoint, too, you got a guy on the Lakers squad now named Nick Young who grew up idolizing Kobe Bryant. That can't be a bad thing, having him mentor him.
No,
Nick shoots too much. We know that.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what? Too much?
What do you mean Nick shoots too much?
Like I said, he grew up idolizing Mr. Bryant. So, just from, what I'm saying, though, like, mold him into a better NBA player, not just a good basketball player.
I get where you're coming from, and I know you're one of the biggest Kobe fans, you and my son. And I'm not a Kobe hater, even though you guys think I am.
You are.
Well, no, when I look at Kobe, I don't hate Kobe. I appreciate Kobe's game and always have. What I say about Kobe is he's sometimes a dark hole with the ball, and that's a known quantity. That is not me.
So is
pretending.
Carmelo Anthony.
And I call it that. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I said he's a dark hole when he gets to the ball. And I'm saying when a team comes in and they're playing well and he comes in trying to be the same guy, and physically he's not the same guy, I'm saying his pride should come back a step. That's all I'm saying.
I think it did.
What did you say at the beginning of this when you said how Laker fans felt about it come back, like we were delusional or something?
When I say delusional, a lot deceived or something.
Okay, you know what? I think, though, at least for me as a Laker fan, the silver lining for me, because, I've watched basketball for many years, is I've watched Dominique Wilkins come back from the same injury and become an all-star. It's not something that's unheard of. And Kobe Bryant, every way, is much better than Dominique Wilkins.
Not athletically wasn't better than Dominique.
Well,
athletically.
It's a human highlight reel.
Yeah.
But, if Dominique, a guy who was a high flyer and was known for dunking all that, he came back from the Achilles tear. So there's that, that silver lining there, that why can't Kobe come back and still be Kobe?
Oh, no, I'm not saying he can't be Kobe. What I'm saying is right now he's not Kobe. And he's not the Kobe he was 3 years ago. Even last year he wasn't that dude. But what I'm saying, because physically he doesn't jump as high as he used to. His defense isn't as good.
Game stretch where he averaged like 13 assists. We know that was very different.
Yeah, so I'm saying he has to remake himself. All I'm saying to Kobe is, dude, if you have one guy handling the ball, let him handle the ball. You don't have to come in and take over is what I'm saying. Until the team can learn to play you guys together. That's all I'm saying. Take that step back.
It's going to happen.
Other injuries as well. I think the Lakers at this point should just have the mindset that Nash isn't coming back and just go on with Blake because he's done a pretty good job. Let's talk about the rest of the league, though.
Yeah.
There are some teams we need to talk about.
I'm sorry. If you're not watching this, Michael's over here jamming to the music.
Like a webcam in here or something.
Yeah, we do.
There's things that happen.
We got to rock this joint.
Actually, we should start taping the prep.
I want to start over in the West because there's a certain team in the East that we're probably going to get a little long-winded about because we've been hyping them up for over a season now.
Indeed.
So starting over in the West, how about Portland right now, right? What a surprise, really.
Portland's
I
jamming.
mean, not that they're good, but that they're 18-4. Like, even the Spurs and Thunder are only 17-4. Obviously, they played one more game, but I didn't think Portland would be at the top of the West at this point.
It's amazing what a point guard will do with a team that's good,
Lillard is so
that
good.
play together. Isn't it something? I mean, you're right. Lillard leads that team, and they allow that. And I really like that because he scores. But he scores going to the rim a lot of times, and he'll take a few jumpers, but he runs that team. And Aldridge, oh, man, I think they got a nice squad of complementary guys.
Chicago draft Aldridge?
I don't know who originally drafted him because I don't remember them trading for what? What would they have traded him for?
The other dude from LSU when Big Baby was there, the one with the tattoos. Tyrus Thomas or something like that. I thought it was one of those really bad trades looking back on it, like, oh, you had Aldridge. Like, I'm pretty sure it was Chicago that had drafted him.
That's amazing if they didn't make that one. Whoever in the GM did a great job in Portland.
Yeah, he has. He has done a great job in Portland.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about Portland. Again, 18-4, best record in the West, second best record in the league.
And beat the team with the best record.
Yeah, they did, as a matter of fact.
That's
One of
right.
this
They
team's
beat the
3
Pacers,
losses.
yeah.
And we'll get to them in just 1 second.
Yeah.
I mentioned the 2-time champions. Miami's also looking really good, 16-6. They could look better, but, Miami's looking dangerous again.
Well,
But
come
it's
on.
looking like they're
Well, hold
finally
on.
going to dethrone them.
Well, hold on. Now, remember, they say Wade missed 6 games. So Miami is still trying to mold and come together. They also have what?
But, I mean, a lot of teams
Mr.
don't do that.
Mr. Olden, who hasn't really played, and they're trying to bring in the Weed Man,
Beasley, that's right.
Mr. Beasley.
The
So,
Weed Man?
so, so they got a few players that they're trying to keep in that whatever that circle is of 7 or 8 players that play on a constant basis.
And while Miami's doing that, Indiana's messing around with a 19-3 record.
Yeah.
Best team in the league. If you follow this show, you know that AP and I have been saying this for over a season now. Watch out for the Pacers.
Yeah, I have. I've been paying
Can you
attention.
Imagine if they got a legitimate, top-tier point guard. Put their name on the trophy now.
You
I mean,
could
we talked about this in the playoffs. Stevenson turns the ball over too much.
Right.
He's a little out of control, but he's a decent player. He's a good defender. But can you imagine, if they had a point guard to go with that core dudes they already have? They're already 19-3 with him at the point.
I think if they had a point guard that could coach the point guard, because he needs somebody to work with him. I don't know who's on their staff. You know what I mean? They need somebody to help bring him along.
Isn't Bird there?
Wasn't Brian Shaw there last year, though? Couldn't Brian Shaw have taught you something?
But Brian Shaw's not the point guard that's run teams. He's been on teams that had another guy that ran him. He's a good thinker. But I'm saying sometimes like a Maurice Cheeks. If a Maurice Cheeks was on that staff, not the head coach, but was on that staff.
Right now. He's on assistant Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I wasn't sure where he went when he left Philly. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a Oklahoma City assistant.
Yeah, they need somebody like that to bring him along because you look at that team and say they have everything but that.
And that's a good point too, because look at the point guard in Oklahoma City. I know he's one of your favorites.
I'm telling you, he is unstoppable.
The rich man's Derrick Rose.
No, he's the best man.
I used to say it the other way around.
He's
the
the
poor man's Derrick Rose, but we know now that's not true.
No, he's not poor. He's the better Derrick Rose is what he is.
Oh, man, should we talk about that real quick?
I'm just saying.
Out.
Blew out the other knee.
Scandalous, dude.
Fun fact about Derrick Rose. He won the MVP in the shortened season. Injuries. He's played it's 50 or 60 games total ever. Isn't that crazy?
Is his third year or fourth year in the league?
It's his fourth year.
This year's the fourth year because he missed all of
last year.
Can you imagine?
A handful of games this year, the shortened season. He's played less than 100 games.
He's just not the dude.
And everyone wanted him to be the dude. I think that's what it was.
And that's why Jesse picked him second and left LeBron James for me.
That's a basketball mistake.
Yes,
It
was.
really is. I look at him and I think Derek is a great energy guy that gets his team riled up, is a great leader for a defensive squad. I always said he's not a great offensive player. He doesn't shoot that well, but he goes to the rim hard. But now he can't go to the rim hard. And
Can't go anywhere hard.
But I'm saying even after he heals, we're going to wonder what he can do, what he could it be.
I wouldn't hold your breath. I think ESPN might as well give him a show with Jay Williams because
that's funny.
Bulls point guard, bad knees. Here's your show.
I mean, what did we talk about last year? The Bulls changed their bench, and they let the one shooter go. Is it Bartonelli or who was the guy there?
Bellinelli.
Right. He left, was a shooter. And then Nate last year was a guy who could make his own shot, pass, and whatever. And now he's gone to Denver. You're like, what does Chicago have? I'm surprised they've won 8 games because they were the first team to beat Indiana. And their defense is amazing, but they can't score.
They also just got Noah back, but lost Dame.
Oh, man. Everything's just, yeah.
So all the great years they had with Pippen and Michael and that whole group, now it's all bad for them.
Yeah, you can't recreate that.
No, I'm just saying, they have the stadium, everybody goes out, the Bulls. They play great defense.
Real quick, though, I wanted to mention there are a couple games on the schedule tonight. The 15-8 Clippers, who are also doing pretty good, play the dismal
Sub 500.
14 Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, but they barely beat Boston last night.
Yeah, but Brooklyn is really, really bad, dude. And I almost feel like, and I said this to Eric off the air, I feel like they gave Jason Kidd that job just in case this happens. What's happening right now, so they can go, first-year coach,
Well, actually not. They gave him the job because Darren wanted him as coach, is what they talk about. Darren went to the owner and said, I want Kidd as coach.
Well, and
is that how much pull he's got?
Prokhorov, you don't need to be taking coaching advice from Darren Williams, the coach killer.
Well, Darren hasn't played much this year.
Listen to that guy when it's opinion on your coach. It's not going to be around very long.
But a lot of guys do go to their star players and say, what would you like to have happen here? I mean, it's a league thing.
Maybe it's an opinion.
Players run the league.
Yeah, but maybe it's an opinion, but you know what? It's still on the owner themselves, so.
And that's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. The only other game on the schedule: Houston 15-7 versus the best team in the West. Portland 18-4, 7:30 tonight from the Rose Garden. So I'm sure Portland's going to win that.
Best team in the West is in Oklahoma. Portland just has the best record.
I agree with that.
Wow.
But
wait, who do you root for in basketball again?
I'm a Golden State Warrior fan.
I'm
a Clipper fan.
I'm not going to let you do this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so MLB winter meetings. Been a couple big moves we need to talk about real quick. Get the smaller ones out of the way, the trade ones. Your Cardinals, AP, have got Peter Borges from mine and Eric's Angels for third baseman David Freese and some pitching.
No, and another outfielder.
Oh, we got another outfielder out of it.
Yeah,
because we need 10 more of those.
Yeah.
No. They traded an outfielder to the Cardinals with Borges. They traded 2 outfielders, a AAA guy that they got before they got your center fielder.
Button there, and I brought up the C word, and now we're not going to get to the other moves.
Damn.
No, that didn't even happen in winter meetings.
Okay.
Winter meetings have been boring.
Okay, fine.
But go ahead.
About all the moves since the last show we've had on October 31st.
Oh.
All of baseball, not just in St. Louis, Missouri. Can we do that?
Thank you.
Okay, because there are 29 other teams, correct?
I see there's 31.
31. Okay, I'm just saying.
15 and 15.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So that happened.
I'm trying to help you with your math, dude.
Yeah, math. Another trade which I completely don't understand. The Angels traded Trumbo to Arizona, who already have Goldschmidt, so I don't know why they need a first baseman who can't play the outfield very well and is horrible at third base, but that happened. Prince got traded. This is kind of scary. Prince Fielder got traded to the Rangers for Kinsler. And,
for Ian Kinsler
dude,
and somebody else.
That was a great move.
Rangers just got a lot better.
What, on offense?
Yeah.
Well, what? Okay, where's Nelson Cruz going to go?
He didn't lose much defensively. I mean, Prince is a good first baseman
but he
for how
doesn't
big he
move
is.
that much.
He moves phenomenally for a guy of that size. Are you kidding me?
But he okay.
He's the
Defense
best.
aside, his hitting is just atrocious.
In the playoffs.
In the not just
No, his regular season
towards
hitting is
towards
good.
the end of the season into the playoffs.
Let me ask you both this right now. It's just a simple question. Who would you rather have on your team, Ian Kinsler or Prince Fielder?
Well, Ian Kinsler is a better leadoff hitter, plays second base, and is more consistent.
Your team is the Angels, and you know you have a leadoff hitter.
I know that.
So why would you want a leadoff hitter?
I'm talking about you. You said the trade.
I said, who would you rather have on your team?
Well,
You being an Angels fan, you being a
I thought you
Cardinals
meant
fan.
If I had a team, but okay, Prince Fielder.
Yeah,
Because
no question.
Albert's going to end up being a DH, so you might as well have somebody play first base that's got experience.
Yeah, I think Texas came up in this trade. There's no question about that in my mind.
Well, actually, they had to make that trade because they're going to move Cabrera from third base back to first base, where he's better suited. That's the reason he got moved. His batting average came down, and his hitting was atrocious in the playoffs.
Well, let's not talk like the trade was something just to help Detroit out. This hooked Texas up. You just got one of the best hitters in the game.
You did. No. I'm saying it helped Detroit. You move money off the payroll. Now they can keep their free agent pitcher and pay him, move him out. Now you have a second baseman, which you lost. Detroit needed that.
Right.
So I'm saying it helped Detroit a lot. It wasn't like, let's go help Texas. It really helped Detroit.
Oh, yeah. You know what I was just reminded about Detroit? Didn't your Cardinals pay the steroid guy a bunch of money, too?
Which steroid guy?
Peralta. Didn't
Yes,
he go
sir.
to St. Louis also?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
4 years.
Speaking of those guys, the Mets just gave Bartolo Colon $20 million for a 41-year-old pitcher who's been busted for PEDs 2 seasons in a row. I don't know if that's really a good idea.
Former Angel pitcher, Cy Young Award winner.
That's fine, but like our buddy Austin told me on the air earlier, the weirder part about it is that people still sign with the Mets. Got to give them that.
Money's green wherever it comes from.
And speaking of green money, apparently it doesn't matter if you're the Boston Red Sox center fielder. A la Johnny Damon, Jacoby Ellsbury is now a New York Yankee, 7 years, 120, 140, somewhere around there.
153 million.
153, 7 years.
Makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah.
But he did the same thing.
Same thing. He went the Johnny Damon route. Won the World Series with Boston. Go to the Yankees the next year.
You go where there's a paycheck, and now he's got to cut off
Forget
his beard.
that, dude. You know what? See, that's what I was talking about, loyalty. All right? There's no loyalty in baseball anymore.
Dude,
Period.
Owners don't have loyalty to their players. Come on now.
Also, the big one, which I'm sure, unless you've been under a rock, you know that Robbie Cano signed with the Mariners for 10 years, $240 million.
Where is Seattle?
Why would you go to
Where
the
is Seattle?
Mariners?
Pacific Northwest. I forgot where Seattle was located.
It's a great stadium. I've been there. It's a wonderful place.
It's a
to go
beautiful
watch.
town.
Yeah,
I like
just
Seattle.
to watch it.
I'm just kidding.
Also, there's one more. Carlos Beltran signed with the Yankees.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I missed that one.
45 million.
Yeah.
And what's crazy because somebody else offered him more money and he didn't go. He went to the Yankees.
Which, okay, see, that's kind of where I was going here with the Cano thing. I get that Beltran would do that, take less money to go to the Yankees, especially if you're from another country. It's the Yankees. You know who they are. You're Robinson Cano. Jeter's on his last leg. That's about to be your team. You're going to be the team captain for the team in baseball, and you choose the Mariners for the paycheck. That's just weird to me.
No, it's because this is the report that I read, several reports actually. He didn't want to play for Joe Girardi anymore because Joe Girardi was putting him in the second batting position, and he wanted to bat third for more run production and home run attempts so that he could pad his stats.
Wait it out one more year. The rumors also are that Girardi's gone after next year.
Yeah, but
so
you look at Seattle's team. Seattle has 2 good pitchers, one of the best in baseball. They're talking about trading for Price. Now they're going to have 3 good pitchers.
Wait, no, I'm
serious.
Don't speculate that far ahead.
No. You got to understand. They said that's part of the deal. They went and signed Milwaukee's Corey Hart that missed all of last year. Corey Hart, I'm sorry, that missed all of last year and was actually a good hitter.
I hear he wears his sunglasses at night.
How come you don't have that intro, dude?
You are too funny.
Anyways, we'll keep you posted on any other trades or signings that come out of the winter meetings.
Yeah, good
Again,
luck
not
to
much
all
so
you
far.
players out there, and good luck to the fans because this is what really affects you, and that's what makes baseball so great is the fans.
Take a quick break, talk some football.
Can I help you? Can I help you? What do you do?
I do it all.
Have a seat.
I will, because that's something I can do.
Do something. Do something.
I am. I did.
What did
It's
you
already
do?
done.
What did you do?
I helped you.
Are you drunk?
Not drunk enough.
Holy crap.
I don't want to hear it,
Dude,
Okay, I don't
almost
wanna hear
playoff
about
time. Okay, wow. So, where do you want to go here? You want to do our picks? You want to talk about the playoff picture? There's a lot of football to mention here, and we only got 6 minutes to do it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my Cardinals to last because
Oh
I
my
want
God!
6
Here we go.
seconds.
More Cardinals. Even in football, you can't get enough of the Cardinals, dude. That's out of control.
Okay, coming into Week 15, we actually have 3 teams have already clinched: Seattle, Indianapolis, and Denver. So we already have 3 playoff teams.
Right.
I guess real quick, let's just talk about the divisions that haven't been decided, and then who's wild card predictions. We'll start in the North. Cincinnati and Baltimore. I think Cincinnati will hold on and win the division.
Well, they should.
Absolutely.
They
I mean,
should
they got
play.
a 2-game lead right now.
And they're playing the Steelers this weekend.
And they got the 3-game winning streak. Well, actually, they both do. Oh, I didn't realize that. But still, though, I think the Bengals will end up winning the North. Any disagreement there?
No.
No.
So, and then the Colts and Denver are already in. Even with the Gronk injury, if you haven't heard, Gronk, who's been injury plagued, tore his ACL and MCL on Sunday, done for the season.
Yeah, but I think that was a hit done on purpose.
Oh, it was a dirty hit. No doubt about it.
Oh, that wasn't dirty.
Oh my goodness, are you crazy?
No, it wasn't dirty.
Dude,
you hit a guy above the knee.
He hit him right here.
He hit him in there, but you got to understand, like they said, had he hit him high, Gronk would have taken him into the end zone. You can't bring down a 6'8", 260-pound tight end.
Watch this guy. When we get to the Cardinals story,
Right.
No, already.
Badger's injury will be a dirty hit. Watch, his will be a dirty hit because he's a Cardinal.
No, the Honey Badger was just mad because he wouldn't go down and he was trying to get extra yards. But that hit.
I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
All right, Alabama.
Oh.
That's Barkley.
I didn't.
Auburn.
Barkley is Auburn.
Yeah, but I-
Not to be
Alabama.
confused.
I
Well, yeah,
predicted
it's
that.
in Alabama, but if you told an Auburn person Alabama, they'd probably be pretty offended.
Well, but check it out though. The state of Alabama is going to have its 5th consecutive BCS berth.
Now, what does that have to do with the AFC East, though?
Doesn't
Go
matter.
ahead.
We just
Seriously,
put it out
though.
here.
So Patriots, Gronk injury, they're obviously hanging on, which leaves us to the 2 wildcard teams. Eric V's Chiefs. We knew they were going to have a
That
rough
should be a
patch.
lock.
We knew they were going to have a rough patch with Denver, San Diego, Denver. They did. But they will be a wildcard team, no doubt about it. Final team getting in,
Baltimore.
I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to say Miami, even with all the problems they've had this
You know what? I
season.
didn't even think about that. They might get in there just based on the fact that they beat the right teams just to get there.
Well, they need to win this weekend.
So who's your
They're
second
playing-
wildcard team, maybe?
I'm going to say I'm with you.
With Miami?
If they beat New
Yeah.
England this weekend, I say them. I say
Do
Miami
you see
makes it.
Do you see New England losing this week though?
I say yes, it could happen because Miami plays very good defense and they play up for New England.
But I see
Yeah, there's a
Baltimore
bunch of
taking
crazy
that second.
Patriots in December stats. It doesn't look really good for Miami this week.
We'll see.
Are they in New England?
New England is not clinched already.
No, I'm talking about the game. Is it in Miami?
Oh, it's right in front of me. Hold on. It is at Miami.
Ooh, warm weather.
I'm saying the Jets.
Okay, we'll get to that in the picks, though, because we still got the NFC. Wow, nobody's clinched in the Oh, I'm sorry. Seattle's already clinched. We knew that.
The Saints are going to get.
New Orleans will clinch, but Carolina obviously will get in as well. They'll be the first wild card team.
Don't say that yet.
Oh, I will.
Look at
I will with
Why not?
Carolina.
They have to play New Orleans one more time.
Yeah, but
And?
so what? They
And
got a better record than
They
3/4 of the wild card prospects.
they got 3 more games. Even if they lose the Saints game and win the other 2, they're going to finish 11-5, dude. That's playoffs.
Who else? I guess we got to see who else they're playing. And I say this since they have already lost to the Cardinals, and you guys don't like that. If they end up tied, the
We
Cardinals
don't like
go
that.
over them. So I'm saying it's not automatic just yet.
But see, okay, but there's 2 wild card spots.
Right, and the
Carolina can
Niners-
get the first.
Niners and
Carolina's-
Carolina are both 9-4.
One of their other 2 that isn't the Saints is a division game because they've only played 4 division games.
There's Tampa Bay.
So one of them's either Tampa or Atlanta.
So think about it. If they lose to Tampa Bay,
Which
and
they
New
won't.
Orleans, I don't know
No.
about that. Tampa Bay has played well the last 3 weeks.
Who's there? Okay, I'm thinking Arizona's not getting in. Period.
Yeah, hold on. Let's do this. Okay, New Orleans, Carolina is. Are we all saying? Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Let's go back to that. You're saying Panthers won't be a wild card team?
I'm saying they're going to be them. The 49ers and the Cardinals are all vying for that for those 2 wild cards.
Okay, let's do the division winners first, and then the wild card. Then, so New Orleans, we all agree there.
Yes.
Okay, Seattle, that's not debatable. I think Detroit hangs on, even though Chicago and them have identical records. I
told you at this my very first show I did for Evo's Place. Green Bay will make the playoffs, and they will play against Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
Green Bay is playing against Dallas, and they're not going to play their quarterback this weekend. They lose, they're going to be 6-7-1. There's no way they're going to win that division.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm going with Detroit.
I think so, too.
You're going Detroit also. And then the NFC least, the joke of the league. I don't know. Just close my eyes and pick one. I guess Philly hangs on because of the way McCoy's playing.
Well,
And I mean, I got to give Foles. I got to give it to Foles too. Since taking over for Vic, I mean, he's got a pretty mean connection with him and Riley Cooper. Surprise.
But I got to say, though, Riley's been balling. I got to give him that. That one-handed catch that
Dude,
I saw him do
that one-handed
was so nice. The guy's got talent. He's got a tongue, but he's got talent.
So we're all saying Philly then for the
I'm
East?
saying
Philly for the East. Cowboys are not making the playoffs.
Okay, so wild card teams for me are Panthers and Niners.
I'm saying Niners and Cardinals.
So you say you got Green Bay winning the North, so obviously Detroit or Chicago is one of your wild cards, right?
I don't even care about the NFC North, dude, really, to tell you the truth.
Well, for the sake of the segment, why don't you pick 2 wild card teams?
Okay, I will pick Carolina and San Francisco.
Good picks. I like those.
We'll see at the end.
Who'd you pick?
Because what I like is the
I
Cardinals
know
have
you-
beat Dallas.
Carolina and
have beat
Arizona.
Detroit. I'm saying the Cardinals and Dallas.
Cardinals and
Cardinals
Dallas.
The Cardinals have beat Detroit, so if they end up tied with them,
beat
they
the
have
Niners
it.
too?
And they're playing the Niners the last game of the season, and they beat Carolina. So I'm saying if they end up tied with either of those 2 teams,
If you
they
end
have
up tied
push.
with either of those teams, you're screwed because as of now, you're 1-3 in your division.
I know, but
So-
if we end up tied,
Then you're out.
no, how?
Division record. You'll go down to a better division record.
No, we'll be 3-3 in the division.
Oh, but you,
He's saying they win
happen
out
though.
in the
Come on.
division.
You think? So you're saying they're going to win out in the division?
They got to play. They're going to play. Yeah, they're going to play Tennessee. They're going to beat them this weekend. Then they're playing Seattle and the 49ers.
Let's-
Seattle?
Yep.
Let's go picks real quick.
Go ahead.
Washington, Atlanta, both horrible. I'll go with the home team. I'm going to go Atlanta.
I'm going to go ahead and take Atlanta because, you know what, Atlanta finally showed
I'm saying
something,
Washington.
dude.
I'm saying Cousins is going to come in and play well.
Okay, Chicago at Cleveland. You know what?
Give me Cleveland.
I'm going with
Chicago.
Cleveland. Josh
I'm going
Gordon
with
is just
Chicago.
balling out of
Who
control.
are they playing?
It's at Cleveland.
I go Cleveland.
Yeah, definitely Cleveland for me.
Hey, McNown, dude.
Houston at Indy. That's a joke. Indy, obviously. Houston's just
That's
so
a tie.
bad.
That's a tie. Houston's going to win that game.
Really?
Indy's been playing terrible.
Okay. Well, Houston just finally.
What Indy, like 1 in their last 4?
What is Houston in their last 10?
But I'm
1
saying
and
all-
9?
But I'm saying all the teams they've played them close.
Mm.
Indy's
Houston
been
is-
being blown out.
I'm
Texas
definitely
lost
Indy
11
there.
in a row.
Okay, New England, Miami. I already said Miami. You
I
already
got
said
Miami,
Miami. Oh, that was you there. So we all have Miami?
I know, I'm picking New England.
Okay.
Yes.
Philly at Minnesota. Philly.
Minnesota.
Philly
Seattle at New York. That's the Giants. Seattle.
by a lot.
Frisco is going to crush Tampa.
No, they're not.
You got Tampa?
No, but I think the 49ers will win, but they will not crush them.
Who you got?
I'm going to go ahead and go with San Francisco.
I'm hoping that Tampa wins.
Oh,
but go ahead.
get ready to snore. Buffalo at Jacksonville.
Wow. Jacksonville.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
Where they playing it?
It's at Jacksonville. Going on that. It's home team,
Buffalo.
basically.
I'm
going
going
Oh,
Buffalo.
okay.
Buffalo.
Kansas City at Oakland, Kansas City.
Raiders down
Yeah.
by 12.
KC.
Yes, I did just pick the Chiefs.
Oh.
Jets over Carolina. I think Carolina bounces back, gets it back together.
I'm going with the Jets on this game.
Green Bay at Dallas. I got to go Dallas.
Dallas.
Green Bay.
Green Bay has no quarterback.
Yeah. Your Cardinals at Tennessee. I got to go with the Cardinals, too. I don't
Same
think
the
much of
Cardinals.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Saints at Rams. Got to be the Saints.
They're playing in St. Louis?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say the Rams.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a St. Louis bug for you. Saints.
All right, Bengals, Steelers. I'm going to go with the Bengals.
Bengals.
Steelers.
Bengals.
Baltimore at Detroit Monday night. I'm going with Detroit.
Detroit.
That's actually a big game as far as playoff positioning
Baltimore.
For both teams.
for both teams. That's huge. And tonight, San Diego at Denver. Denver,
It's a
obviously.
toss-up.
Denver.
San Diego.
They're playing in San Diego, aren't they?
No, they are not.
Playing in Denver.
Mile high.
Oh, yeah.
And that game will be
Denver.
tonight,
Denver.
5:25 Pacific Standard Time.
On your NFL network.
Yeah, we're running out of time, though, so I'm going to just run through these real quick. Okay, so we'll just give you the top teams in the league right now. Boston, 21-8-2, top of their division. My Pittsburgh Penguins, 21-10-1. Chicago Blackhawks, still looking very good, 23-6-5. AP's Blues 26-3. Eric V's Ducks, I believe, best home record in all of hockey, if I'm not mistaken, 22-7-5, and the Kings are 21-7-4.
Way to go, Ducks.
Man, I wish we had more time for this because I wanted to trash Nick Saban, but just real quick, in case you missed it, Alabama will not be playing for a BCS title.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's very, 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 very awesome. And World Cup grouping? What about World Cup grouping?
United States, you know what? They say we have a horrible group to be in, but I think they can pull it out. They may not win it, but they'll take the second place finish in that group.
For those of you who don't know, World Cup is 182 days away, just about half a year. The grouping came out. United States is in Group G with Germany, Ghana, and Portugal. So that's going to be pretty rough. But, yeah, half a year away.
Hey, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to tag along. I appreciate it. Every time you guys let me be on the show, let me get to say my piece and make fun of both of you guys. Good job.
Who do you think is going to win the BCS Bowl?
Auburn.
Really?
You're talking to the Barkley fan over here, guy.
I hear you, but I'm saying Florida State.
Anything else you guys want to add? Because there's something real important I wanted to add. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Make sure none of you have sex and go into Camp Crystal Lake. You'll die. For Finalize This, I'm Joe 5 o'clock somewhere.
And this is AP.
And I'm Eric V. Thank you again, guys. Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas.
Peace.